Previously on What a Bountiful Harvest, DemonLord, our hero unleashed hell, shattering the system's rules, but the enemy awakened, unleashing a maelstrom of chaos, and now, the very fabric of reality hangs by a thread. The Star Master's loyalists are in full-blown panic, abandoning their comrades to fend for themselves. Chaos erupts as they flee in terror, leaving behind a trail of desperation. The Star Master's rebellion may be over, but the damage has already been done. The DemonLord has initiated large-scale food processing as ordered. Meanwhile, managing the meal tickets carefully will be crucial. The fourth star territory is eerily silent. What now? The DemonLord's patience is wearing thin.
What do you mean? They didn't say much. What the? According to the game's plot, the moment the demons invade, the ancient paladin awakens and moves to exterminate them.
But what if the fourth star master starts attacking humans, unleashing a catastrophe of epic proportions?
DemonLord, where are you going?
The DemonLord's senses are on high alert, but he's not prepared for what lies ahead. A group of strangers, armed to the teeth and bearing the insignia of Azrahan, have arrived on the scene. In the aftermath of the rebellion, the DemonLord's dominion lies in shambles, his people struggling to survive amidst the barren landscape. The silence is deafening as the DemonLord's forces stand idly by, their inaction a stark reminder of their ineptitude. Please, 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 don't attack. Don't attack. Don't attack. The demon's words are laced with a desperation that's almost palpable. But it's too late. The order is given, and the DemonLord's warriors close in, determined to carry out the task at hand. The DemonLord's very existence is a ticking time bomb, set to fuel a catastrophic harvest tonight, as an unsettling feeling spreads across the land. The once peaceful atmosphere now hangs in the balance, teetering on the brink of chaos.
But everyone here is trembling in fear. In times like this, maybe I should fight.
This monster. In my next life, I'll be born a noble and work you to the bone.
A violent outburst shakes the night, as if the very foundations of the town are being torn asunder. Tension hangs in the air, like a storm about to break. The protagonist's determination is a beacon of hope in a desperate situation. Their people look up to them, relying on their bravery to see them through. As the battle rages on, the protagonist's skills are put to the test. The sound of clashing steel echoes through the town as the protagonist charges forward, undeterred by the demons that surround them. The protagonist's voice rings out, a battle-hungry cry that sends a shiver down the spines of their enemies. But the protagonist's words cut through the chaos, a plea for mercy that will test the DemonLord's resolve. The DemonLord's face contorts in a mixture of sorrow and relief, his words hanging in the air like a plea for forgiveness. The outcome is far from certain. Credo's words tumbled out in desperation, a plea for understanding in the face of uncertainty. Credo's resolve faltered, his body betraying his resolve. Zlud this man. He took 3 precise steps, banging his head exactly 10 times on the ground. Each time,
Why has the summon of duty come before me in the form of the DemonLord?
the air was thick with emotion as Credo's words hung in the balance. His sincerity was palpable, but the subordinate's gaze remained skeptical. The silence between them was heavy, a reminder of the danger that lurked beneath the surface.
You worthless.
The air seemed to crackle with tension as the subordinate's words hung in the air. Crash!
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
I understand that this was not your will, but it was his own decision.
Your legend is forged, but at a cost. 5 innocent lives were lost in a single catastrophic blow. The whispers of heroism still linger, but the silence is deafening. What secrets lies beneath the imposing fortress walls? There was a fight. Though Kimchi killed 2 demons, the encounter was far from over. The creature's dark forms seemed to multiply before his eyes. The abandoned lands of the 4th Star region lay ahead, a region shrouded in mystery and danger. The system's cryptic message seemed to hint at a new path forward, but the meaning was unclear. A glimmer of hope appeared on the horizon as the system unlocked a new warp. The abandoned well, a potential shortcut, was now activated. Gath, a sturdy demon, stepped forward, her eyes fixed intently on Sir Aged Kimchi. M slipped from her lips as she took a cautious step closer. As he spoke, the air around him began to ripple and distort. Potatoes, Gath exclaimed, pointing to a small, eerie glow emanating from the depths of the well. Sir Aged Kimchi's eyes widened as he beheld the phenomenon. These gargantuan potatoes, a staple of the fortress's survival, lay before Sir Aged Kimchi and the group, their unblemished skin a testament to the land's fertility. The group's conversations turned to the possibility of finding alternative sources of food, but the lack of options seemed daunting, especially given the unforgiving landscape. And with that, the group set off towards the land of humans, their destination a mysterious figure on the horizon, a potential savior or a harbinger of doom. The demon generals revealed their true nature, and it's a grim reminder that appearances can be deceiving. They walk with an air of superiority, their confident strides devouring the landscape. Frommelman seizes the opportunity to mock his peers, his words cutting deep.
You're a hypothermic octopus woman. 8 arms and no dignity.
Amidst the bickering, a glimmer of humanity shines through.
Everyone here's got fragile egos and image issues.
The demon generals are about to unleash their inner beasts, and nothing will ever be the same again. Iffelman's words cut through the air, a warning sign that not everyone is on board with this plan. Baal, the demon lord, watches with an air of superiority, his voice dripping with condescension. The compressed soul of countless dead meat piles, an elixir that can only be consumed once. The resulting appearance may... I see, that's your true self, Baal.
Credos.
The change is subtle, but the demons can sense it, a growing unease that threatens to consume them all. Credos looks at his reflection, a mixture of horror and relief etched on his face. And then, there's the eerie silence that follows. What does it mean, and what's lurking just out of sight? In a desperate bid to curry favor, a questionable assortment of gifts was presented to the king. He had already offered a deal, but the alpaca's steep terms were about to seal his fate.
Ahahaha, did you see that? Creatures from the demon's land speak very clearly.
A flicker of curiosity sparked in the king's eyes, but it was quickly extinguished by a deep-seated distrust.
This little rascal here even has a juicy cry. Reveal your identities. Are you demons? Oh, crap. Oh, my young master Riva's face blindness is acting up again.
A jolt of surprise coursed through the group as the truth began to unravel.
Hello. I'm Kem Jengchiol.
The group's discussions turned to the practicalities of travel, with some members suggesting a shortcut. However, others were less convinced, highlighting the risks involved. As they debated, the landscape around them continued to shift. The group's banter and bickering masked a deeper unease. The night air was heavy with anticipation as the group's plan unfolded. But as they arrived, they were met with a sight that made their blood run cold.
LH. We heard our Star Master is here, and that there's also food here. So
He paused, weighing his options carefully. The decision would change the course of history.
Well, I sincerely apologize. I hope you understand. We're just so poor and hungry. I'll appeal to his sympathy. That should get us through this part without any trouble. And as agreed, those two beasts are tribute to the king. Brian, the villagers' resolve is put to the test as they weigh the costs of their actions.
The villagers exchange skeptical glances, but Badstench's optimism remains unwavering. The city's vibrant energy is a stark contrast to the desperation that drove them to leave their homes.
Aicho, there it is. Welcome to the commercial city, Daparikia.
The villagers exchange excited whispers as they take in the sights and sounds of the city.
Are you really going to hand us over to the king? Of course, Joy Naklan, you're my precious lightning rod. I thought that job was done.
But amidst the chaos, a sense of unease settles over the scene as they're reminded of the Demon Lord's promise.
You won't be able to buy seeds in this city. What?
A crushing grip has been placed on the land, stifling all dissent and rebellion beneath its iron-fisted rule. The trading company's dominance is absolute, and those who dare defy it are met with unrelenting force. Roslan's words are laced with malice as he reveals the true extent of the trading company's grip on the market. The farmer's world is about to be turned upside down.
I'll get straight to the point. 20%.
Roslan's face remains impassive, a mask of calm concealing the machinations within. The game is afoot, and the stakes are higher than ever. Roslan's eyes widened in shock as he took in the sight before him. Roslan, 200, that's 2. Roslan's eyes flashed with understanding as he took in the farmer's words.
It was the same when your younger siblings were eaten, right?
The farmer's expression turned bitter as he recalled the past. Roslan's words hung in the air like a challenge, a gauntlet thrown at the feet of the merchant who controlled the city's trade. His eyes, once bright with enthusiasm, now dimly reflected the desperation that gnawed at his soul. The tension between them was palpable, like a live wire waiting to spark.
And there are people who genuinely have nothing and are starving.
A catastrophe unfolds as the demon Lord Hartok unleashes a maelstrom of destruction, his stone pot creation threatening to consume everything in its path. The once peaceful landscape is now a whirlwind of chaos.
Hartok, you're pushing yourself too hard. You know as well as I do that so many demons have gathered here. We can't possibly feed them all with the small amount of chunos we have. So, I'll hear lots of compliments, right?
But Hartok, to heat such a gigantic stone cauldron, you'll need an enormous amount of firewood.
No person, most T1. I just know how to see something from the uneducated. So, you heard my offer, yes? No. I said.
Hartok's silence is deafening, as he weighs the risks and benefits of doing business with Richmond.
Yeah. But it's too much.
The two demons stood back to back, their breathing steady as they assessed the situation. Their eyes darted between the humans' scattered belongings, the desperation in their voices a stark contrast to the calm exterior of these creatures. The demon lord's grin grew wider, his voice dripping with confidence.
Of course I know about it. I'm the Demon Lord. Any cheat mode activated.
The female demon's expression turned incredulous.
As expected of the Demon Lord.
The state's highest honor is a crime-striking demon's right, not a noble's birthright. The weight of that legacy crushes me, as the very foundations of our kingdom begin to unravel. Richmond's estate, a symbol of opulence and excess, stands tall amidst the whispers of dissent. Show us the warehouse. Show us the warehouse. You're being ridiculous, Arya. I told you it's confidential. The warehouse, a labyrinth of secrets and lies, remains shrouded in mystery. I take a step forward, my eyes locked on Richmond's resolute face. The line is drawn, and there's no turning back. No hesitation, no mercy. We're about to take our fight to the warehouse's darkest depths. The darkness closes in around us, like a maelstrom of uncertainty. The darkness closes in, like a shroud of uncertainty. But within its depths, a glimmer of hope emerges. The Chunos push through like a force of nature. 7. The countdown begins like a ticking time bomb.
This wretch's determination is insane. Move out. Quickly.
The warehouse is a maelstrom of chaos as the king's troops storm in. The sound of shattering glass and splintering wood erupts like a symphony of destruction. The warehouse is a ticking time bomb, waiting to unleash its fury. The smell of damp earth and mold hangs heavy in the air, a constant reminder of the secrets hidden within these walls. Frustration etches its way across Brian's face as he scans the area. The air is heavy with tension as Brian takes a deep breath, preparing himself for what's to come. The sound of footsteps echoes in the distance, growing louder with each passing moment.
Come forth, Ikrit, the devourer of flames. I have a task for you.
Run away, the harvest is already here, and it's eating everything. The kingdom's on the brink of collapse. T-Bone, or at least the name scrawled on the ground, is the first sign of chaos. Bones crunching beneath his feet, the desperate figure takes his first panicked steps. OCR dialogue, Titan. Hartok, you went in so confidently. OCR dialogue, Titan. Hartok, one of the 4 great demon heavenly generals, became deeply embarrassed. Don't write that down. OCR dialogue, Titan. The 3 of you will wait here for my signal. I'll go investigate their storage. OCR dialogue, Titan. For the citizens' food supply, the stakes are raised as Hartok's counterpart warns of the potential risks involved in their plan. A quiet rustle echoes through the air as Hartok's counterpart voices concern. The defenses in this area are strict, and a wrong move could spark a battle, leaving the outcome uncertain. OCR dialogue, Hartok. What? That means he also heard my conversations with the 4 great demon heavenly generals. They called me DemonLord, right? Or did they not? Or may not? OCR dialogue, Hartok. What's wrong? Don't we need to hurry? OCR dialogue, Hartok. Anyway, follow me. Hartok's counterattack is met with an unexpected turn of events as a mysterious force intervenes. The air is thick with anticipation as Hartok's counterpart suddenly remembers a crucial piece of information from the game records. The counterpart acknowledges that Hartok's strategy may indeed be faster, but the true consequences of their actions remain uncertain.